say today's chalking is brought to you today by Edie. Edie's going to be conducting today's class. Would you like to tell the class what we're doing today, Edie? What are we doing? You're not even looking at the camera. Tell everybody hello. Say hello, hello, hello. Look, Edie, this is the camera. See, that's the camera. You want to tell them hey? Tell them hey. Say hey. Say hey. Say I have my thunder jacket on because I got scared last night, didn't you? Or was it this morning? It was this morning. Okay, tell everybody bye. Say later, Gators. Later, Gators. Oh, good job, Coco. Woo. Okay, the dogs are now out of the room. Nope, the dogs are back in the room. So hello, hello. I am Becky Arnett Karmas, and you are watching me on my business page, or perhaps my YouTube channel, Crafts by Becky and the number 2. Welcome, welcome, welcome. When you pop on, tell me hey. Let me know you're here. Hello, Miss Amber. You're the first one here. Tonight, we're going to be doing a little snarky. Was she a cutie? She could have conducted the class, right? She could have stayed in here and done some chalking. Take it to a whole new level. Dogs chalking. How about that? So tonight we're going to be doing a little snarky meets farmhouse. How fun is that, right? I'm doing a Facebook party, and during the Facebook party, I was going to do a transfer, and I was like, no, I'm going to wait and do it on my live. So I had to change gears there at the very last minute because I had told them I was going to do this one tonight. So I was like, okay, well, we're going to mix some farmhouse into this other project. So here we are. That's how snarky meets farmhouse. So we're going to start off, I think, with snarky. Anyone's all into snarky? Look at this bad boy. In case of emergency, or don't drop the F-bomb. There you go. Snarkiness at its best. So this is a size A transfer. It's a 5x7. And speaking of that, I need to drop that cart link. That's what I was going to do before the dogs decided to come in here and socialize a little bit. So it's not very often Edie comes back here. So if she comes back here, you know, got to give her a little love. Coco comes back here all the time. Coco's just a chalking dog. Just a chalking dog. Okay, so let me go find my live. I've got 2 different cart links tonight, so we're going to see how that works out, doing 2 different ones. Hello, Patty. So let me find the live. Oh, there's the dog. Hello, dog. Oops, what was that? Okay, I think that's right. Paste. Okay, come on. Did it paste or did it not paste? Paste. Can't add images to Facebook. I don't want to add an image. I want to add. Sorry, guys. Let's try it again. Oh, that's what it's doing. Copy. I see what the problem is. So, of course, don't forget, Facebook is letting us do stars now. If anybody wants to send me some stars, feel free to do so. Okay, boy, that took a while. Took a while. Okay, let's see if I can find me. Okay, there it is. So let's pin it to the top. Okay, that's going to be project number 1 that we're going to start off with. And then we're going to do project number 2. Maybe. Maybe we're going to do project 2. Copy. So I guess I'm not going to be able to paste 2 at the top, am I? What happens if I paste this other one to the top? Maybe we'll find out. Okay, let's see. Oh my goodness. Okay. Paste. Did it paste? Ooh, yeah, it's not going to let me pin two to the top. Okay, so the other project's going to be further down in the feed. So I've got project number 1 should be the first comment, and I guess project number 2 will be further down into the feed. And there we go. Okay, so on that note, we're going to get busy. We're going to start off with this bad boy. Case of emergency or don't drop the. And we're going to play around with don't drop the. That's what I'm going to want to do. So I am putting this on one of our simple shapes. It's a round shape. I was trying to figure out what I was going to put it on. And then when I looked at this, I'm like, that looks a lot like the bomb. Does it not? So we're going to make it into a bomb. So these wonderful transfers are reusable. We can get 8 to 12 uses out of a transfer. This one might get used a lot. Perhaps. Okay, let's bring you down so you can see what I'm doing. So what we're going to do first is I'm just going to cut these little pieces apart. I don't think I'm going to cut the bottom part apart just because that's another small piece for me to keep track of. Remember when the other day I showed you how you can cut these without cutting your transfer apart? I just didn't want to spend the extra time since we're kind of behind the curveball from the dogs and me taking forever to pin the comments. So we're just going to leave that like it is. So what we're going to do first is we're going to fuzz. So we're going to fuzz a couple of times. Someone had asked me actually earlier today, how do I fuzz if I don't have a fuzzing cloth? So this is a fuzzing cloth, which is great. It's got your fuzzing on one side, which is a terry cloth. You've got your microfiber on the inside, which is great for drying. But if you don't have a fuzzing cloth, just use a towel. Just use your shirt. Just use your blue jeans. Anything just to pick up some fuzz. That's all you got to do. Pick up some fuzz. So we're going to kind of center this little fella. Let's bring him down a little bit. Let's bring him down. So who likes this snarkiness? Anyone into the snarkiness? Okay, I've got it pressed down. Got a brand new black here that hasn't been opened because, you know, the black was getting all over me the other day because I was in the bottom of the barrel. So when you get a jar of paste, our paste is $12.99 for 3 ounces. These little jars will last you a while. But when you take the lid off of them, grab all of that chalk off that lid. You're going to see all that chalk on that lid? You're going to get a project. Probably. I don't know if we'll do all of this off of that. This one doesn't have a whole lot of chalk on the lid. Some of them have more chalk than others. Okay, so we're just going to grab that. Grab all that chalk wonderfulness off that lid as much as you can before you pitch it in the garbage. Okay, let's see how much we got just off the lid. This should be fun, right? How much chalking we can do with just getting the chalk off the lid. Okay, we done a third of the project. Not bad for a lid. You know, at the very end of that, we could have used a red since this is the rope. Could have, would have, should have. Okay, you ready? Peel and reveal time. How snarky is that? I think that's pretty snarky. Do you not think that's pretty snarky? Okay, so how are we going to make this snarkier? I took one of my little cardboard construction paper, kind of like it's what I put normally in my mailers when I mail transfers out. And I cut a little piece off of it to try to resemble the top part of the bomb. So I kind of went with that as my guide. And then we're just gonna, I think we're just gonna glue this up here. Mine needed to be a little bigger, but you'll kind of get the concept here. And then I just have some glue dots here just because I didn't plug in my glue gun. So let's just see what we're gonna do. So let's put that there, like so. Did my finger just get in that? Okay, so we've got that. I kind of played with it on the front and the back, but I didn't really like it on the back, so I'm going to keep it on the front as far as my little piece of construction paper here. And then you could take some twine, but I think twine is going to be kind of too loose, so, you know, just to kind of resemble the string, because if you put it up on display, or it might work. It would work, but see, I figured it was going to be like a little loosey-goosey. So I happen to had this ribbon right here, and this is just I don't know, it's wired ribbon, and it's kind of burlappy, so that's what it looks like. So I cut it in half, and then we're just gonna kind of make it so it looks like a piece of rope maybe, but then it's gonna be wired, so we're gonna be able to shape it. Be able to shape it so it kind of looks like what we want it to look like, right? So let's see if we can kind of mimic our pretty little picture. Then we're going to see how well my glue dots are going to glue this on the back here. But, you know, this is still wet, so we got to kind of be careful, or either we're going to put this on the back burner and come back around to it after it dries so you don't stick fingers back into things again. So we're going to let that dry, and then I can try to scrape it off with my little scraping tool, what I just kind of messed up on. What do you think? What do you think of our F-bomb? Kind of play with your, yeah, there you go. Okay, see, I gotta get him so he looks decent. So this is the way he needs to look. And you know, you can shape that however you need to shape him so he looks like the way you want him to look. But he definitely works better than twine. Okay, that is our cute little F-bomb, and we just done that with a simple shape, little piece of construction paper cut out, and then some ribbon or some twine to make your little rope. And then you can put them on like a little simple base, simple shape base. If I have one around here, I think I left that. Nope, here we go. I did get one. Or you could put some twine on the top of them, and then you can hang them on the wall. There you go. That is our F-bomb. Oh, we didn't put words on him yet, did we? We got to put words on him. We'll circle back around and come back to him. We're going to let that dry a little bit before we mess with him anymore. I'll let him dry. But yeah, we got words. Where'd my words go? My words are there. I think that part's dry. I changed my mind. See, we're just going to fuzz it. We're going to fuzz it on my apron just to pick up some fuzz. Now let's figure out where we want to put our words. So how's everybody doing tonight? It is, oh, I almost said it was Monday. It's Wednesday. Wednesday. It's hump day. Humpy day. Okay, now we have the rest of it. Don't drop the F-bomb. Okay, now we're good with our snarky. Doing good. Awesome blossom. Awesome blossom. Okay, so that's our snarky. Now, like I said, I was doing a Facebook party and we were doing a farmhouse kind of theme thing. And I wanted to do this one, but I'm like, no, I'm going to wait and do this one on the business page because this is one of our new transfers that I haven't got to share with you guys. So this one is called Happiness is Homemade. This is a size B. It's 8.5 by 11. Got cute little pies down here in the bottom. So that's going to be below in that comment a little further down because remember I pinned the snarky is pinned up at the top. Now for this one, I put the transfer, a paste single in black, a mini squeegee, and then a jar of shimmer gold. Because that's what we're going to use for our pies. But you know, you can change the coloring around as needed, but that was as close to, I think, the way I wanted to go as I could. And all the browns were out of stock. And so we had shimmer gold, but we only had it in the jars. So I put shimmer gold in the cart with a little paste single of black and a squeegee. Now I didn't put a surface on there. So if you want a surface, you're going to need to add a surface. Because the surface I'm using tonight is no longer in stock. However, I may have a couple of them here in my stock, so if you need one, you can holler. So this is a metal tray. It's a metal tray, so of course it's going to be farmhouse vibe. So our metal trays are no longer, they have been retired. That's what it looks like. It fits perfectly. You got a little bit of distressing. So it's metal. Now to use these, you're going to have to like get a little easel. We do have some little easels for these to sit on so that you can display them in the kitchen. So there's really no way to hang them up unless you kind of drill holes or do something to do the hanging part. So that's what we're playing around tonight. We're going to do this. And then we're going to use this cute little pie and put it on a cute little easel in the kitchen. So now I'm going to be using 10. So when you're using 10 and this is a brand new transfer, you're going to want to fuzz extra times. On our chalkboards, I like to fuzz about 2 times. On the palette boards and the wood surfaces, I like to fuzz 3 times. When I start playing around with like glass and mirrors and appliances and tin, you're going to want to fuzz like 4 or 5 times because that stuff is super slick and super sticky where it wants to stay on and not let it off. So fuzz, fuzz, fuzz. Pick up lots of fuzz here. That's what you're doing. You're picking up lots of fuzz to soften that adhesive on the back is what you're doing. And then when you wash it, you're going to wash all that lint and everything off. So for this one, like I said, I put a black paste single in the cart. Further down in the feed, so you'll have to read down further in the feed to get all the supplies minus the frame. But like I said, if you want this metal frame, just hit me up with a message. I do have a few left. And we're going to do the words in black, and then we're going to do our pies and our shimmer gold. Because I think that's going to be kind of like a pie kind of color. So I think, let's take this lid off of here. And let's take our multi-tool. It's my multi-tool in here, or is my multi-tool dirty? Oh, there's my nope, that's not my multi-tool. Guess it's dirty. Okay, we'll just take us a little stir stick here and kind of stir it up. Multi-tool is designed to get into the jars and stir it up because you've got that little angle on the one side of it. But I think it's in the bathroom with my supplies I haven't washed. Okay, so we're going to do this in black. So do I have any Crestview folks watching tonight? If I have any Crestview folks, I'm working on starting up in-person workshops again. So I'm looking at like the end or toward the end of April for the first one. So what project would you be interested in for that first workshop? Do you have any personal favorites that you're thinking that you would like to create in a workshop environment? I personally was kind of thinking about the Bloom. You've got the Bloom Chalk Made Kit. That would be kind of fun, and it would still be kind of springy. Maybe the Lemon Garland would be fun. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to peel this back and release this out of my transfer. And then we've got the cute little jar cutouts. So we could do a jar cutout or maybe a cutting board. This will be your next purchase. It's a perfect, perfect kitchen. And we fuzzed this. How many times did we fuzz it? We fuzzed it like about 6 times, and it's still kind of sticky. So I'm just taking my time. You don't ever want to pull it diagonally. You want to try to do even tension on both sides so you don't stretch or transfer. So I'm just kind of even tension as I'm pulling it to kind of loosen it out of that transfer. Okay, so we've got through all the black. Just kind of like so, and we're going to move on to the shimmer. Now this is a shimmer, so it's got metallic flakes in it. So it's got like in your built-in glitter. So can you see the built-in glitter on the shimmer? So it kind of looks like baked goods, right? Kind of looks like a nice, fluffy, crusty pie. Kind of has a pie look. We do have a bark. It's like a darker brown, but like I said, it was out of stock. There was a copper, so it's a shimmer copper that kind of would have worked. So, you know, if you decide to grab this, you can go take a look at the shimmer copper and see if you like that better than the shimmer gold. Now, the shimmer gold's a great color to have in your collection anyway. It goes pretty much with everything, like the golds and the silvers. They work great year-round. They're great for Christmas. It's got the shimmer, so you've got your built-in glitter. It's almost like having your black and your white. You need your gold and your silver. Oh, this is pretty. I like this amber. So this one is farmhouse style to go with our snarkiness. And it's funny, I was kind of starting off today with gnomes. So I was trying to get everything ready that I wanted to do with the gnomes. And then, I don't know, I came in here, I think, and I saw this pie sitting here on the desk. And I was like, oh, man. I told everybody at that party we're going to do this tonight. So I've got to do it. Because those parties are a week long. So if I don't do it, you know, when am I going to have time to do it again? So here we are. We're doing it. I love these metal trays. I was actually surprised that they retired them. But, you know, you got to retire something to get ready for something new, right? You always have to retire something old to get something new. the name of the game. And here we go. Let's bring you up so you can see what we did. Happiness is homemade. So that's with the black and then the shimmer. See if you can see the shimmerness on it. I don't know if you can see it shimmering too much tonight. But this is on the metal tray. Like I said, the metal tray is retired. But if this is something that you gotta have, then just send me a little message and I can see how many I've got here and take care of it for you. So that is our farmhouse one. You can find the transfer, the squeegee, and then these two colors is further down in your comments. I couldn't pin two to the top. So I did post the supplies, but they're further down in the comments to grab everything to make this project. And then we started off with our snarkiness, which was so fun. Our snarkiness, don't drop the F-bomb. And then you're going to find all, well, I can't say all the supplies because you're going to have to supply the twine or the ribbon and then your piece of cardboard here. You know, if you get maybe some cork board, maybe you could glue it actually on the edge so then it's not over, it was actually, you know, attached to it. So that might be another idea, some cork board in white and then cut it and then actually have it so it fits exactly on this rim. I think that would be a better option, but not too bad. Very cute, very snarky. Grab it with our cute little simple base and there you go. You got some snarkiness tonight. Now you're going to find this supply down below pinned to the top for this little bad boy. Okay, we do need a sprinkle word, don't we? Sprinkle word. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. Sprinkle this over to your friends and get a little entry into my weekly game. The new game starts today. Gotta be careful. Make sure that's dry. So it runs for a whole week, so you can come back to this video and sprinkle again tomorrow and the next day, and each time you sprinkle you get an extra entry. When you sprinkle, put hashtag and then my little sprinkle word and then put like whatever number you're on. If this is your second time sprinkling, third time sprinkling, and so forth, it's just easier to keep track for you and for me. And our sprinkle word is going to be don't drop. Should we just keep it don't drop the, yeah, let's just do that. Don't drop the. So hashtag don't drop the will work for our sprinkle word. Okay, you guys have a fantastic day. Don't forget my local folks kind of give me some ideas of what you would like to see in an in-person workshop. If you're not local and you'd like to do a workshop, we can get together, come up with some plans. I've got a couple of projects that are working for online virtual workshops. And we can kind of get together and get all the information out to some friends. And we can do one virtually where you get all the supplies. And actually, we've got, I think the deadline's done to get all your stuff in for our next virtual team one. Because that was the cute little tomato cooking one on the cutting board. So that one's coming up. But there you go. You guys have a fantastic day. Let's see, anything else I need to tell you? I think that's pretty much it. Y'all have a wonderful night. Thanks for stopping by. Y'all take care.